Hello everyone and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons design video. Today I'm going to be taking you through the process of how to build these buildings using entirely items. And I've incorporated them onto my island and I absolutely love them, and I'll be taking you through all the items, DIYs and codes that I use to put these together. Now if you're new here, don't forget that you can like this video, and if you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe. And I also have a playlist for all of these types of videos for all types of inspiration in the top right hand corner now. And yeah, just give me a comment. What do you think of these particular builds as well? I love to read them. Anyway, I'm not going to preamble too much. We're going to start with this design, the first one. So you're going to need these catalog items and DIYs and these custom codes. So we're going to start off our area by putting down a 5x2 strip of code, and I'm just using the bottom pieces here because they kind of look like steps. So for this particular building, we're going to start with our wooden shed. This particular shed as well is great if you just want to keep in your inventory and want to have quick access to all your items. So having one of these storage sheds in your inventory is a godsend when designing. So also don't forget you can keep one just floating around there. So we put some storefronts down either side of the wooden storage shed and a gazebo behind that, and we've pushed it right up in the middle against the two storefronts and the garden shed with storefronts either side. Now to fill in that gap at the end there, we're going to be putting down some more wooden storage sheds, making sure that the handle is facing inside so that we only get the wooden paneling on the back. So we're going to push that in, turn that around, and then at the back here we're going to repeat what we did on the front, and we're going to put in our storefront facing outwards with a wooden storage shed in the middle, again making sure that our handle is turned around, or you can leave it at the back, it doesn't really matter at this stage, but I like to turn it around. And then we've got another storage storefront right in the front there, and to decorate this to make it look more like a cozy home, we're going to be putting a barrel, and on top of that a tin bucket, and right next to that we're also going to put a wooden bucket, but you can also change it up and put the tin bucket on top of that if you find that the bucket on top of the barrel is too high. So once we've done that, we're going to put in our garden wagon, which I've customized in the brown to match all the gazebo and wooden shed roofs, and this is the entire design. Now I've used this as a community garden house essentially, where people can come in and cook stuff. So this is just how it looks on the outside. Of course you won't be able to go inside, which is a pity, but yeah, so this is how I've used it on my island. As you can see, we've got the community garden on the left hand side and a nice little eating area. So for this next design, you're going to need these catalog items and DIYs and these custom codes. Now I've dubbed this my English cottage, my English rose cottage, but it's not very much in the way of roses. But we're going to start with our foundation, which is our custom codes, and we're going to do a 6x5 with the angled edging in the corners there. So we're just going to go all the way around. Don't forget that if you ever try any of these designs, I love seeing them and how you use them on your island and the variations or spins that you put on these particular designs. So don't forget that you can tag me on Instagram and Twitter. My handles are below in the description, also at the beginning and end of these videos. So don't forget to tag me, and I will often share your designs as well. So again, we're using our storefronts, and we're going to put two at the back here and push them together. And now that we're happy with the placement, we're going to be putting down our pergola, and we've customized it to be in the pink and the green with the white. And now we're going to fill in the rest of the area with our storefronts, making sure that the storefronts are in the middle. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to be putting down more storefronts at the front here. And we're just going to use two. So once that we're done with that, we're now going to put down a strip of 6x2, and we're going to use this diamond pattern here. This is our grass. And once we're done with that, we're going to put in our simple panel, which we've customized with a door. And we're going to put in our lattice fencing as well, using the short simple panels. And this will give us the illusion of having made a bit of a balcony whilst making it look really, really sweet. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to be putting in items at the side here just to fill in these spaces, and I like to use the chiflera because that's a larger plant, and a barrel and a wooden bucket on top. And we're just going to turn that around so it faces the front, and that just gives us more of an illusion and covers up some of the dead space around the storefronts as well. Then we're going to use a garden wagon with a mini cactus set on top, and here we're also going to use the iron garden table, and we're going to put some matching chairs just in the iron set, which we've also customized in the white. And we're also using a paradise planting planter, a wooden box with some starters on top. And now that we're happy with that, we're going to fill in the rest of this area here with some of the fencing that we've got. Now you can use just wooden fencing. I like to use this one because it's nice and large and kind of gives it more of a country feel. But yeah, feel free to experiment with different fencing in this particular design. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to put in some planter partitions as well. And this just sort of gives it more of a dimension, makes it really feel like a garden. So now that we're happy with that, we're just going to put bushes either side, and this will just finish the design. And when it's the appropriate season, these azaleas are going to look so pretty and match what we've done already. So this is the entire English cottage design. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous and looks so cute on my island. I turned it into an entire area right near my beach. As you can see here, I've added just a little seating area with a peach pie on top, and a windmill and a well at the back as well that you can see, sort of. And yes, that's that build. So for this one, we're going to need these catalog items and DIYs and these custom codes. So for this Asian inspired design, we're going to go 4x1 with our code, just adding the deck. And then once we've done that, we're going to go 1 square down, and we're going to do a 2x1 with our code using a straight piece and an angled piece. And once we're done with that, we're going to go about 4 squares on the left hand side, but we are going to extend that to about 5. So this whole area here will kind of be about 6x5. So we're just putting the rest of the decking down. And it's looking good already, but it's just a touch bit short, so we're going to add just that 1 extra square at the back here, and that will bring that up to about 5. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to add our chiflera, again because it's a nice tall plant, and right next to that we're going to add 2 bamboo petitions. Now that we're happy with that, we're going to also add another chiflera and a shoji divider, and we're going to put one at the back as well. I'm just going to push that in. Don't forget that if you need to customize items, you could do so on Halves Island by talking to Reese. So now that we're happy with that, we're going to add in our gazebo as well. Looks absolutely gorgeous. And for the rest of this tea area, we're going to add more chifleras just to fill in the gaps there, and more bamboo petitions. So we're just going to push that to the back. And we're going to add a bonsai shelf, and in front of that a bamboo bench, and we're going to add some food. I've chosen the traditional quiche set and a sushi plate, and we're going to put some Moroccan footstools down as well as chifleras. All the chifleras and some imperial fencing just to add some dimension, and a paper lantern. So that's the entire tea house build. I absolutely love this. I have now put this in my Asian garden inspired area along with Zucker's house as well. And as you can see, I've added a lot more imperial fences and some pine trees at the back there just to give it more dimension, as well as some red mums and as well as some bamboo trees. And this is the whole area here. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and find these builds inspiring, and let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. Don't forget that you can like and subscribe and comment. It helps with engagement and the algorithm. It forever needs feeding. And if you try any of these designs, don't forget to tag me on social media. I love seeing them, and thank you to everyone who has done so already. It makes me so happy to see what you've done on your islands, and yeah, I love to see them. So if you have any suggestions on what else you'd like to see, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. I definitely read them, and I do take your suggestions and make them into videos. This channel is also supported by my patrons over on Patreon, so I want to give a big thanks to Becca Crossing, Brittany, Becca Simi, and Jackie Grove. You guys are amazing, thank you. And I also have more videos here that you can check out. So I want to give you a big thank you, and I hope that you stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!